Shalom, shalom. This is Yair from GMS Savannah, come with another lesson. So first and foremost, I'm going to give all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushua, Bashem, Rekakra Dash, and honors to the apostles and elder bishops of a great millstone which rule well and teach well, until the Akim as well as the Phillies out here pushing this 100% truth out of the Bible and sincerity while risking their lives to do so. And also to the hopeful elect of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, as well as speckled birds that scattered amongst the heathens that have the appearance of the heathens. But their father's seed lines go back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. The seed line must go back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Hey, the Lord is so creative, man. He have Israelites to look like the heathens. Man, what a power, man, that we serve, man. Beautiful. Can't put a number on the Israelites. Cannot put a number on us. But today's lesson we're going into is, hey, man, we are here in Babylon, man. All this stuff that's going on is crazy, man. You know, the food, the water, you know, like I say, man, it's all crazy. You know, but hey, we're going to just hit some scriptures on it. I'm just going to go over a couple of few articles, then we're going to hit some some scriptures, then hey, just hope they're edifying. But I'm not gonna hold you long, but hey, blow the trumpet. Well, we all go to, the Walmart and Kroger's to go get our food, you know what I'm saying? And, right here in this article right here, this 14 hours ago, this a news circuit right here, Channel 8 News. And bread sold at Walmart and Kroger's recalled. Bread sold in dozen states, including Ohio, has been recalled because the product may contain undeclared walnuts, according to U.S. Drug Administration. The DA states that the Argentine-style bread was sold at popular retailers, including Kroger and Walmart. People with a nut allergy or severe sensitivity to hazelnuts run the risk of serious or life-threatening allergy reaction if they consume these products. States the recall. They just talking about a product here, Lewis Bake Shop, artisan style, half loaf. And they just talk about, the states that this recall are in. Sad part, these popular Walmart, but that's another topic that I was gonna get on. But hey, but like I say, these states right here where the states of the bread is sold, which are upon the recall. And also I'm gonna go into the popular water bottles causing permanent vision loss, and then lids that forcibly eject, which people have been injured, from that. And these are the type of breads, that they're talking about right here is recall. A lot of people has been using these breads, it's crazy, man. All these recalls of food that we eat. Also, right here, while we was talking about Walmart, it says Walmart is currently recalling approximately 850,000 Ozark Trail 64-ounce water bottles due to the risk of the lid forcibly injecting upon opening, which resulted in injury, including 2 reports of permanent vision loss. Additionally, in 2004, Fiji Water recalled nearly 2,500,000 milliliters bottles due to contamination concerns with manganese and bacteria and grower Wisterna. Also issued a recall for sparkling water bottles due to lucration hazard. And they were just talking about how the lid can forcibly eject when opening the bottle, especially if carbonated or perishable beverages have been stored inside for an extended period, posing impact and laceration hazards. At Walmart, I received 3 reports of consumers injured by ejection lid, with 2 resulting in permanent vision loss. And they just talk about the recalls and everything about these water bottles, but it's just amazing. I mean, they are in kind of like cast iron, sealant. It's not bottled. You know, and like I say, it's another gimmick, from Sleazy to make money. You know what I'm saying? But hey, you see people getting injured from this, man. It's crazy. You know, and right here, this is another article where it talks about, about the 850 water bottles after 2, consumers suffered vision loss from ejection caps. You know, and it just talks about, pretty much the same thing, but it's crazy. Like I say, everything is a money grab. But like I say, a lot of stuff, man. Hey, Job 9:24, the earth to give it into the hands of the wicked. He covered the face of the judge. Therefore, if not, where and who is he? You know. But like I say, you look at a lot of these bottled water companies, man. You know, with this plastic, a lot of that stuff has been seeping into the water. You know, they've had stuff where they show videos of them throwing away bottled water. You know, because it can leak into the water, man. And first of all, why are we paying for water? Mainly because the earth is giving it to the hands of the wicked. Like I say, they always everything with them is always about money, man. The money grab, man. And look, man, you know, he being exposed for a lot of the stuff that he make, man. People getting injured behind it, man. It's crazy. And right here, Deuteronomy 28:48, it says, "Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies, which the Lord our power Yahweh shall send against thee in hunger, and in the thirst, and in nakedness, and in all want of things, and he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he is destroyed," man. And that's what it is, man. We have to go to everything for these devils, man. Water, food, everything is contaminated. The foods, the waters, everything is just just wickedness from Sleazy, man. Just a lot of wickedness just that's going on, man. But like I say, man, like I say, we'll worm Jacob, man. We still slaves. We have to go to him for all things, man. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is all we have. And then Ezekiel 4:13 said, "And the Lord Yahweh our power said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat they defiled breads, and amongst the Gentiles whither I would drive them." Like I say, all the food is pretty much defiled here in Babylon. GMO foods and everything. But if the water is a lot of times no good, man, it just show you the food is gonna be contaminated, man. And so, like I say, man, hey, we shall eat, we shall drink all kind of stuff It's not good for us here in Babylon. You know, everything is in plastic, and then, you know that's what we consuming, man. You know, it's crazy. But like I say, everything is circling the drain here in Babylon, man. You know, sooner or later we won't have to deal with all this, man. Everything will be in righteousness with the Hebrew Israelites in leadership here in Babylon. You know, everything will be back in order. You know, and around the world in rulership. You know, everything in rulership, man. It's gonna be back in order, man. Once we are in rulership, leadership, and everything will be in righteousness. But I just saw the article. You know, that's a lot of a lot of water bottles. You know, that's just inefficient. You know, causing injury. You know, but hey, like I say, Sleazy is always trying to make a money grab on everything, man. And a lot of people get injured by his creations, his inventions and stuff like that, man. It's just crazy what goes on, you know, here in Babylon the Great. But I hope it was edifying. Hopefully, edifying to the hopeful sheep and the lamb. Go on, Yasharala, on to the next lesson. The water Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Shalom.